Pam Garrett. I'm the owner of Law Mother. We are an estate planning firm here in Colorado. We serve the whole state with wills, trusts, and asset protection. And we're all about protecting what matters most. And for me, what matters most is my husband and 2 kiddos right there, and then my team. When I started in this chapter, I had 1 employee. I now have 13. Some of them are on here. So it's a great honor to work with the great people. Quick background about me. I grew up in Arizona. I originally followed in my father's footsteps. He's an engineer, so I studied civil engineering and worked for a company called CH2M Hill as a civil engineer. And when I announced I was going to law school, my family was not happy. They didn't trust lawyers. They had had bad experiences with lawyers. I'm the first lawyer in my family. And I share that because I know a lot of people have that similar discomfort around lawyers, and our goal at our firm is to take away that discomfort, making working with a lawyer really approachable and fun. I started my career out, I've been practicing law for 15 years. I went to Buffs, go Buffs. Went to CU Boulder for law school, and started my career out as a deputy district attorney, which is why you see the badge there. Really loved being in my community, really loved being in court every day, but I saw something I didn't like. I saw what happened when families had no estate plan in place, and their kids ended up in foster care, families ended up in probate court battles, and that's when I first started getting interested in estate planning. I then went into private practice and did civil litigation. Because of my civil engineering background, I did a lot of construction defect litigation. I worked on insurance defense, so I defended roofers against lawsuits and subcontractors against lawsuits. And then I worked on the plaintiff side, like Mr. Lomina, and did plaintiff's litigation. And I have some of my stats up there with jury trials and verdicts that I achieved for my clients. And the reason I share that is a lot of people in the estate planning space have no litigation experience, and they don't see how things get ripped apart. And so what I really enjoy is bringing that experience to help my clients really protect their businesses, their real estate, everything they care about, and keep them out of court and conflict. And then my why, this will click, is my own family, the experience that my grandmother and our family went through. So when my grandma passed away, the estate plan that she created with her firm in Arizona failed. And at the time I was in college, I didn't know what I know now. But it was awful. It cost our family over $50,000. It cost us years of litigation, lots of family members still not speaking. And when I looked into what that firm did when I became a lawyer, I thought they made a mistake. But I found out what they did is actually very common practice in estate planning. So everything that we do is to make sure what happened to my family doesn't happen to the people you care about. And because of my engineering background, I always joke with my engineering clients that we re-engineered the process. And that's really what we do at our firm. We make sure we have processes in place to make sure your plans will work. And we make sure that estate plans are funded, which means making sure everything is in the plan correctly. And that requires a lot of administrative work that a lot of firms just aren't willing to do, but we do. There's also a lot of firms that don't help people keep things up to date through life. And that's the number one reason plans fail is no one thinks they need a change. I would say 90% of our clients who come to us think they'll never need a change. And in the last 6 years, I would say 90% of them have gotten a change because something unexpected in their life will happen. So we have really great systems and processes to keep things up to date and make it affordable. And then a lot of firms don't offer advanced estate planning protection, so I'll talk about that. Because this is our specialty, we've gone through some additional training, we've gotten additional insurance so that we can do advanced asset protection. So my other why is my friend Lynn. She had a brain tumor, unfortunately, had to go through surgery, and she worked with her local law firm in Longmont to set up a simple plan. And really, it was a really inexpensive firm. They did it for her quick and cheap. And she really didn't think she was going to need any changes. You know, she was going to go into surgery. She doesn't have kids. She owns a house. And so she got it set up. And then right when she was getting close to the surgery, there were some dynamics that changed and she wanted to make some changes. And the firm told her it would be 3 months before they could see her again. So that wasn't acceptable. She was going into surgery within a few weeks and needed to get it updated. So we were able to help her out. We did find some errors and fix them. And the thing is, we are available for you and your loved ones when you need it most and when they need it most. The other why is my friend Sarah. And my friend Sarah received an inheritance of $500,000 and lost $250,000 to a divorce because her parents didn't have an asset protection estate plan. And so if her parents had come to our firm, we would have been able to protect that fully, and she would have had to give up zero. So that's a big component of what we do. If you Google the cost of an asset protection trust, you're going to see anything from $10,000 to $35,000. For our clients, we add them onto our existing plans for just $1,000 more. Part of the reason we're able to do that is because we've taken on the insurance risk, we've taken on the training, we make it available to our clients, and most estate plans in town, they just don't have that level of knowledge or expertise, or if they do, they're only offering it to high net worth families, and our goal is to make it available to all of our families who want it. Over the years, the work we've done in the community has been recognized, which is amazing. We have 131 5-star Google reviews. Colorado Parent Magazine named us the top law firm in the state of Colorado last year. 5280 has named us one of the top firms in the last few years. And we were recently on the Drew Barrymore show, and as well as the book. So if you're trying to share it with someone, you can let them know it was as seen on the Drew Barrymore show, which was really fun. And then what's the best way to get started? A lot of people in this room might not feel like they're ready to do estate planning. So I want to ask you, if you died tomorrow, could your family find every account, policy, and password without tearing your house apart?
1 minute.
And I don't want my husband to deal with a mess, so every year I send him an email. And the email says, "My love, here's the link to my Sorry I'm Dead, Now What kit, with all my passwords secured, my bank accounts, my insurance, and estate planning." And this is what my kit looks like. It's a Google Drive folder that's secured, that has everything. So if you want an inexpensive way to get started, it's our Dead Kit at deadkit.com. In your book, there's a flyer for it. It's only $27.99. It includes videos, all the templates to get yourself organized, and then there's a code for 10% off. It's BNI 10 off. We'd love to support you getting started. If you're not ready to do a plan, it's an easy way to get things organized. And then 2 gifts for your clients as well. So in addition to the book, I have a QR code if you'd like to send someone to our firm, and then the Sorry I'm Dead kit. And that is my time. Thank you, everyone.